Licked it and nothing happened. Stop playing with your nose.
I've got a sneeze stuck in my nose.
Well, unstick it. Unstick the sneeze from your
I
nose.
would have to sneeze it. Hello. What a wonderful day today, isn't it? The sun is shining, the clouds are clouding, and the wind is winding. It's not snowing. Have you noticed?
I've noticed that there's a lot of ice on the ground.
After a week.
Causing people to go arse over tit down the road.
Excuse me.
Arse over tit.
That's not an actual expression, is it?
Yes, it is.
It's a G-ism.
It's not. That would be jism.
No. It was a...
Focus.
2 vowels.
2 vowels. Wow.
Vowels. G-ism.
Jism.
Stop it.
That's what it is.
No.
You have to put it together. Oh, the sun, which is setting over that distant hill just after lunch, is shining directly into the lamp that I hung on the balcony and reflecting directly off the lamp straight into my eyes. Right, like it's right there. That's
Can I help you?
It's the same
Can I
trick.
put my hand up here to shade it off? And we could just do the whole podcast like this. Hi there.
No, that's not going to work. Okay. But it's the same kind of trick that hypnotists use to
hypnotize
program people.
All right.
So
so I can do a little mind programming now with the help of the lamp over there. Can I?
Well, you could if you knew what you were doing.
Okay.
But as you don't, right? Yes, people keep falling over outside. I think it's like a national sport, right?
Yeah, I've noticed yesterday when I was going to the shop.
All these people lying on
kept falling over. No, it's very very slippery when the snow starts melting.
No, it's very slippery when the snow melts, turns to water, that it freezes again, turns to ice. That's the danger situation at that point in time. So you have to be very careful when you go outside.
It's a good fun when the snow's down fresh as well, and the cars are trying to get somewhere, and you keep finding cars like diagonally stuck into snow drifts.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the other extreme that happened 2 days ago when it snowed so much. And it wasn't melting and it wasn't freezing, but there was just so much snow that instead of fallen people, you were finding cars and snow drifts.
What was it Will said the other day? That would be a really great screensaver, and it would even be funny if there were pigs falling from the sky.
Yes. Kids are funny. Kids are really funny. But do you know what Zora said to me today?
No.
She said, Mom, when you have another kid, you should call it Daisy Flower because your belly is so fat that you look like you're going to have a baby really soon.
Right. Right. Try and process the logic in that. Yes. She
thinks that
naming
that must be something.
Actually, I saw. Where was it? Was it on Pinterest or was it on Facebook? I can't remember. But I think it was on Pinterest. I've started to get these pins on Pinterest that are solve your belly fat problems. Right, on my Pinterest.
Okay. Yeah, I've got those as well.
Yeah, I don't have any belly fat problems.
Well,
and so why am I getting these pins on my Pinterest?
I don't know. That is a very good question. I don't know. I got these as well, but I do have belly fat, and as well. Also, I was translating a
belly fat article.
No. You see, this is real fun with translators and writers and people who do general research on the internet, right?
Oh, people who have real jobs.
You know how Google works, that whatever you're searching, it gives you more of, right? in form of advertisement. So whenever I was translating about,
exactly
I was translating about welding. I would have like welding equipment adverts.
Were you
popping up
translating
at
about
me.
welding?
Yeah, I was actually.
Yeah.
And then I was translating about this it was like food supplement, right, for fat people who are trying to get rid of the fat. And
just eat less, you stupid
everything
fool.
popping up at me, you know, get rid of your belly fat and get thinner. It's really aggressive. I said that really weirdly. Really aggressive advertisement.
Aggressive.
I was quite sure about the stress in that word. Anyway, it's really, really aggressive. I mean, you know, the welding advertisements were okay. But
welding,
the belly...
You were getting welding advertisements.
Yes, but the belly fat
what were they selling?
Just welding equipment, and things like everything you need for your welding in one store or whatever.
The all-in-one welding Christmas kit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fantastic.
So yeah, but when you compare the two, I mean, the belly fat industry is just
the belly fat. Is there a belly fat industry?
It's just in your face all the time. It just keeps telling you, right? Once you search, "I'm fat," and they just keep telling you.
There are so many slimming products.
You're fat. You need to take this, and you need to take that, and you need to do that, and you need to do this.
There's so many slimming and fitness products on the market that how can anyone be fat?
I'm not surprised, okay, that people are depressed about their body weight and that they have these huge mental issues and that they have eating disorders, because the internet is just evil. It just tells you you're fat all the time.
Yeah, one of the former CEOs of Facebook said in an interview that I read yesterday that if you value your sanity, get off Facebook now. He said it's creating basically the internet gulag, and
in what sense? The internet
gulag? People are valuing things that have no value.
Yeah.
People are starting to value everything that happens through the Facebook system and to search for value in it when there is actually no real value in it at all. And he said that he doesn't use Facebook. He's never used Facebook, and he's not going to, because it can't replace real networks. And the sooner people realize that, the better off that they will be, basically. So there you go. There's it direct from the horse's mouth. So and he had to really, I would give you his name, but it was totally unpronounceable. It was like some kind of Greek name or something like that, with a couple of Y's and all in all the wrong places. Yeah.
Papalopoulos.
That would be easy. That would be an easy one. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. I was using the
Facebook.
No, I was using Chrome. Chrome reader, right? So that I was doing something, and I was getting it to read the text to me, and it was like, that's not a word, is it? And it's like, okay, that's the person's name. So if, like, the Chrome reader couldn't get through, like, nobody's going to be able to pronounce it. So there we go. Perhaps it's good that I trimmed the fat on my Facebook account, and I'm at the verge of saying, that's it. I'm at the verge of saying I think I might get off the platform completely. Except there's one thing that I do actually like about it. The ability to record and broadcast a live video and interact with people who want to interact. I really think that's a good feature. But beyond that, there's nothing else that I think has any value on it at the moment. Maybe one other thing, which is collecting videos and stories and pictures into different files and folders. I think that has some
connections
value.
that you get through Facebook can be valuable sometimes if you can filter them out. I mean, you've got groups where you can find help. There was a translation group that I was a part of that I went to when I had problems with some terminology, and I would just ask in the forum, and I'd like, does anybody know anything about this? And there'd be somebody who often translates, welding. And they would help me with the terminology that I needed help with. Or
that's useful.
Yeah, I know. And so that was useful. That was, in that sense,
yeah.
And sometimes you can establish
you don't want to turn it off completely, but at the same time, I want to limit my interactions on Facebook to maybe once a day. But I still don't find a better way to promote like newsletters and stuff and get those things out to people.
That's the thing that whether you like it or not, things are happening on Facebook. People are meeting on Facebook. Things get organized on Facebook. Events get promoted on Facebook. So it's one of those things that people have to learn. I think.
You know what I don't like? It's really getting on my nerves now. The little red dot thing. On Facebook, when you get a message, this little red dot appears. Every time you get.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That just. I don't want
to know.
Yeah. I want to. I want to log into my account and pick up messages when I want to pick them up. This is forcing me to check the messages when I don't want to check the messages, and there's no feature to turn it off. I went through the whole system of things you can turn on and turn off. You cannot turn that off.
I think an essential part of education of the children of this day and age is to be able to use platforms and not to get used by platforms. It's to be able to
use
filter.
And not be used. Well,
yes.
That's interesting.
To be able to filter stuff out and just use it, without getting lost in it. Because it's something that our generation is not capable of, because it didn't exist when we were kids. We didn't have to deal with anything like that. We could just, if there was something to get lost in, we could just do that, and we didn't have to have the self-discipline not to do that. Right? I mean, what could you get lost in? You could get lost in a book, and it was a good thing. So yeah, before it was more about, I've got a feeling that when I was a kid, it was more about flow. And it's not about being a kid. It's about the things that you use. And everything else, it was more about flow. It was like getting lost in something is a good thing because you gain the focus and you're in the flow and you get things done, right? But when you get lost on the social media platform, you don't get anything done, and you get is that word, inundated by irrelevant stuff that you don't need and you don't want. So.
What's up, Jazzy? Oh, she's going through the yap phase. Where...
Did we turn off?
Was the tablet not charged?
I think it was charged, but it was used for 2.
Well, that means it wasn't charged. That's just a definition of it not being charged. You just gave me a definition of it not being charged. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Oh my God. So, yes, we need a more closely defined set of parameters for our digital experiences, I think. I think there's a need to use the digital information when it benefits us, and to know when not to use it, to limit our time. I mean, right now I'm trying to get down to spending like I'm only opening my Facebook when I'm sharing something, and then I'm closing Facebook down again because I don't want the thing open. I've removed Messenger from all but one of my devices because I don't want things popping up on my screen in the middle of me doing something else. That's just really annoying. Like happened today when I had a meeting in the bank, just standing on my foot.
Well, move over a bit.
What? How much space do you need?
I need to be in the middle.
Car. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I just didn't want to poke out of the picture like this.
Don't. Well, lean in. Lean in like other people would. Right. Anyway. So I only open. What was I saying? Facebook. I only open Facebook to post something, and then I close it again. And then yeah, I was in the bank today, and I had a meeting, and I had my tablet there, and up popped the message from somebody, and that just like really annoying. I don't want it. I don't want that on. I don't want that on. I don't want that anywhere on any of my devices. I don't want anything popping up that I don't want. It's just really effing and frustrating, especially when you're trying to be productive and stay focused.
You can deal with distractions.
You've noticed.
I've noticed. That's why you don't use your phone. You can't.
That's why I'm so fucking productive. I'm so fucking productive because I take every distraction and I burn it.
Distracted.
I destroy distractions. That's what I do. Yeah. While other people are, scratching their arse and staring at the spot under their arm, or what are you doing? Come back. What are you? You just decided. What are you?
I just need to do my hair.
Again? How many times do you need to do your hair during one podcast? What?
Until it's perfect.
It was perfect before.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
You had a
You're
hump.
trying to be Princess Leia. What's going on?
Hump.
A hump. You're going to have a hump no matter what you do.
I had a hump on my head. It's gone now. Thank you for your patience.
A hump on your
Yes.
head.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
A hump right here. It's distracting.
No, now he's distracted. Right, now he's distracted. Yes, cut out the distractions. For God, if something's distracting you, you'd bury it or burn it or banish it or, any other word beginning with B.
I've got 3 distractions and I can't do any of the B's to them.
Obviously don't do those things to your kids. That would not be cool, as they say. So stay focused. Yes, that's how I get things done. I stay focused.
Good.
Other people end up
not focused.
Yes. It's like one thing at a time. Do that thing, focus on that thing, and finish it, and then get on to the next thing you have to do. Don't try to do 10 things at once. Multitasking doesn't work.
True. I can
testify
to
that.
That's the word.
Yes. Would you? I'm turning it down. There's music going on in the background. There we go. Charlie Brown.
The little red-haired girl dancing.
Are you going to share something interesting today? Some interesting experience or revelation that you've had? What did you talk about this morning?
I didn't actually yet, but I will, because I'm going to do the afternoon coffee.
What happened to your morning coffee?
I didn't get drunk at all. It didn't even get made.
You didn't get drunk?
I didn't actually
get drunk this morning.
I didn't actually have coffee this morning. It just didn't happen. And I also want to try a different time, just to see if it's going to make any difference in the views. The
only difference that will happen in views is if you do it naked. That's the only difference.
But I only have women in my group.
But women love that kind of thing.
They do?
Oh, look! She's not afraid of anything. People can see your shoulder already. Oh dear.
Yeah, I know, but it's so much more without that string.
You've got glitter on you.
again. Yeah.
Will glitter all over his face yesterday.
Everybody has
Oh,
glitter
there's been
all over
people
everything.
there have been articles that I've seen posted on the net in the last week that I haven't read any of them yet, but they keep saying glitter should be banned. Glitter should be
Yes,
banned.
I know.
And it's like hundreds of articles. Like, what is this? What have
yeah.
people got against glitter suddenly?
It's plastic, and apparently it gets in the oceans, and the fish eat it.
Oh, like plastic bags don't,
And
and
then
plastic
they have
containers
glitter.
don't,
Yeah, I know.
and people don't, drop shit off the side of ships and
Oh, but that's big
blah, blah,
chunks
blah.
of plastic. That's all right. It's the little chunks of plastic.
Oh, it's the little ones that cause problems.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's always the little ones. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I mean, plastic's like plastic, doesn't matter. No, they said that
Glitter can't. What are they going to
They
ban
said that
next? They're going to ban
glitter-
lights next because lights make problems.
said that glitter should be
They blind
banned
people.
in cosmetics because they use it in things like, I know I'm not supposed to put my foot there. They use glitter in things like shampoos and
What?
shower
They
gels.
put glitter in
and-
shampoo.
They do.
What the? What? Why would you put glitter in a shampoo? Is it like the shampoo is not shampooy enough? There's not enough chemicals and oil in here and so we put glitter in as well.
Put
Because
plastic in, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
why would you put glitter in?
Well, because teenage
What's the
girls
point?
want to have
It just
glittery hair.
But
I
it just
don't
goes
know.
down the.
Well, that's
the
the
plug
whole
hole
point.
when you have the
It goes
shower,
down
doesn't
the
it?
plug hole and then it gets into the water system and it gets into the
Don't
ocean.
put the
and it gets
stupid
into-
glitter into shower shit.
Well, that's what people have been saying. Yeah, don't put the stupid stuff in the shower shit.
Yes.
Exactly. And
Don't even use that shower stuff. I mean, it just makes you smell like a chemical factory and causes skin problems and dehydrates the blah 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 dot etc etc.
Don't even
yeah,
shower,
yeah.
people. Just don't even go into the hygiene.
What? Yes, it's wasting water.
Shower.
Use your toilet water.
Use soap.
You wait. That's gonna happen eventually.
Hey, do you know what
People-
you can? Do you know what
No.
you can use?
Oh,
You
I'm
can
scared
use
to
these. I know a woman who makes these. It's like a soap for your hair. It's like a solid shampoo thing. It looks like a rock, right?
like a bar of soap.
And yeah, and you just put it on your hair, but it's not soap. It's shampoo. Only it looks like a bar of soap. And she makes it out of all natural materials, and it looks good. I never tried it though. I should try it. See what it's like.
Yes, maybe that'll solve the lumpy bumps. Maybe
Nah,
smooth your head out.
no, I don't think so. You know what would smooth the head out?
A baseball bat.
No, that would create a big lumpy bump.
Yeah, but
Maybe your shaver.
a
would
tractor.
do that.
Oh, sorry.
No, your shaver thing
My shaver thing.
that doesn't shave.
It shaves enough.
That doesn't shave. It kind of trims. It's a trimmer.
It's not a shaver, it's a trimmer. It does. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Your trimmer would smooth things out
Make them all nice and trim.
once and for all.
Right.
Trim your Christmas tree. Where does that come from?
What?
You wouldn't want to take the trimmer to trim your Christmas tree.
You wouldn't because it's plastic. Right. Should we put glitter on it?
I already did.
What, on the tree?
Yeah, it didn't stick.
Oh, is that why there's glitter all over the floor? Over there?
Yeah, and not on the Christmas tree.
Oh, I didn't need to know that, right? I really didn't. I like the Christmas tree just with the tree and the lights
And the parrot.
and the... Why is there a parrot on the tree? Because parrots live in trees.
We have the best Christmas tree, people, guys.
People, guys, we do it. You can't beat our tree.
We have like a tree, right? We have some Christmas lights on it, but we don't have any Christmas decorations. So we created some paper angels that are sitting all the way up top. Don't say the thing about the branches.
Okay.
And there is one parrot. This is a solitary Christmas decoration, sitting right in the middle of the tree. And
The Christmas parrot.
there's nothing else.
There's a couple of cones.
yeah.
There's 2 pine cones.
Oh yeah, 2 pine cones. And Zora put those cards in the tree before, but then she must have taken them down.
Oh, okay.
And then I had an idea. Maybe we should take the presents that we have, some of them, and put them in the Christmas tree instead of decorations. They wouldn't be under the Christmas tree, but they would be in it.
In it, no.
In it. I mean, we don't have big presents, right? So
Do we have
it would be
any
it would be a
presents?
problem if you tried to do that with a bicycle, obviously. But you know, just little presents.
The kids are not getting bicycles because we don't have the funds for bicycles.
I know, that's what I'm saying. No,
Yeah.
no, of course they're not.
Yes, but it looks nice. I like it. I like the bareness and sparsity of the.
You do, I don't.
You don't.
No.
I do. I'm so used to people over decorating their tree and
You can't
hanging
over-
everything that they can find on it, and it just looks like
A tree with decorations on it?
it's. I don't know. It's over decorated, but I don't even know how to.
Yeah, that one is
I don't-
under decorated. Well, he's got one parrot.
Well, we'll get another parrot. We'll have 2 parrots in the tree.
A pair of parrots in the tree.
KISSING.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Gave to me. 2 pairs of parrots. That would be 4, wouldn't it? It just okay.
Who
that
was
was a
the-
fail.
And, no, that should be at the end. And a parrot in a Christmas tree.
Okay.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2
Christmas robots. We have a Christmas robot as well, but it's not hanging on a tree. It's hanging in the door.
There's a Christmas rocket as well,
Yeah.
because that's the ultimate Christmas decoration,
I love it.
as you know. Right?
I love it.
Do you?
Festive.
Do
Yes,
you? Okay.
I do. I
Okay.
like those Christmas decorations that have nothing to do with Christmas. Because who cares about gingerbread men and stars and bells? And...
I like gingerbread men. I like eating gingerbread men. Sorry, let's clarify.
Okay.
Stars.
And angels and baubles and bows and I mean, nobody has a Christmas rocket, right? I like the originality of it. Do you think he's going to hurt himself?
Yes. Yes. Should we call the ambulance now?
Yeah.
I think we should
Might
call.
as well get on their way.
Yeah. Gotta give him about 5 minutes before he cracks his head open.
He's not
Doing
going
something
to.
ridiculously stupid.
Listen, if his head didn't crack open when he fell on those tiles, he's probably never going to.
I don't know. It might have weakened
You don't think?
things.
I don't think you can weaken Will's head.
I don't think. Well, anyway.
No.
Yes, that the hanging chair is for sitting on, Will, not swinging on like a baboon.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
There must be some kind of
There we go.
resemblance if we both thought about that.
Will, chill and watch Charlie, mate. Chill and watch. He's still
Charlie,
got
mate.
glitter on his face. Glitter on his face for 2 days. now.
Everybody's got glitter on their face. in
I
this
don't have
household.
glitter on my face.
You
I don't have
think?
any glitter on me at all. I just sparkle naturally.
You have glitter in your soul.
Like in my shoe.
That's from a Christmas song.
What? Which Christmas song is that? Is that a Christmas song that I've never heard of before?
Yes.
You just made that up. It's not. There's not any Christmas song that says "glitter in your soul." That's not a lyric from any. Jingle bells,
It
jingle
should
bells,
be.
glitter in your soul.
No,
Oh, what fun it is to dig a great big hole. There we go.
no. It should be in a Christmas song.
Oh, so now it's changed from it is in a Christmas
Yes.
song to it should be in a Christmas song, which is the opposite. Okay, there we go. Back to should.
Yeah.
Been
When
a
your
long
heart
debate.
is sparkling and you've got glitter in your soul, maybe you should lie under a Christmas tree.
Oh wow, you're just such a natural lyricist. That's incredible.
I know.
Well, we'll just,
I know. I'm really good at that.
Madonna will be on the phone.
Okay.
I should be. Oh, I need you. Actually, that's probably better than most of her lyrics anyway.
She probably want me to write her new Christmas album.
Yeah. be Christmas with whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yes.
So now that we've wasted half an hour with irrelevance. What you didn't
No, I didn't.
you didn't you just no. Please tell me you didn't do that.
What?
Please tell me you
I don't know what you're talking about.
didn't do
I
that.
have no idea what you're talking about, G.
That ripping sound.
I have a problem with me ripping.
Some things, yes. Some things should. Were you trying to let it out quietly? Because that just didn't happen. Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Oh, you're leaning is what you're doing. What are you leaving for?
So, did you have some cognitive biases that you wanted to talk about?
We better get on with that. What?
Yes, darling? No?
Cheese? Not right now, darling. You have to wait a while if you want something. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd cover some of the behavioral biases that exist.
Jasmine, you didn't finish your carrot. It's on the bench.
The cognitive principles, the biases that exist in daily life that people just don't think about very much, and that relates to their own actions, their actions with partners and friends, their actions with their kids, actions that will affect kids' actions with kids as well, because the children are going to pick up the biases from their parents. So I think it's worth exploring those issues. Oh my God! So does that was some?
Will, can you go and hand her the toilet roll, please, so that she can help herself?
The toilet roll's over there. Well, and it's gone that way. But anyway, that's the way. Oh, it's the
What's
face.
up, sweetie?
Why has she been unhappy with me for the last?
Can I give you a cookie?
Where are you going?
She doesn't even want a cookie.
You want a cookie? I haven't had a cookie.
What?
No one has offered me a cookie.
Would you like a cookie?
Will, can you go and get 2 cookies, please?
He can't.
What?
Because they're high up, he can't reach.
Oh, they're hidden.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So no one can get. So I just have to. Oh, you made cookies and I didn't get one.
Well, I don't know why you didn't take one.
Because I didn't see any.
Use your eyes.
I've been working. I can't believe I didn't get a cookie.
Well, it's your own fault that you didn't take one, right? I mean,
How can I take something that I didn't see? Please, explain this to me.
would you like me to bring you a cookie?
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I might just lose it psychologically now that I don't have a cookie.
You can't talk anymore.
No, I can't talk.
You can't even talk.
Go and get your
I'll
cookies.
bring you a cookie.
Go and get a couple of cookies, and I'll. I don't know. How come everybody else got a cookie and I didn't get one? These things have been hidden from me. Zora, it's probably not a good idea to stand on the ball and hold on to the Christmas tree at the same time. We love the ball and we love the tree and we love you. Oh. She's all moody. Check this out. Oh wow, got cookies. So
Excuse me?
here we have 2 cookies.
And the third one.
Okay, let's do the experiment. I've got to do the experiment. Pick up 2 cookies and hold them like I'm holding them. Okay. And move the one that's on the right on the screen up. Oh. Damn!
You did that on purpose.
I'm full. No, I can't. I don't. Okay, you try to get them at the same level. You don't have a problem with this at all, do you?
No.
I can't do that.
That's because you never have to fix bumps on your head.
Oh, okay. Not because I'm hungry.
Because I have to fix my hair so often that I'm used to
in
the
the mirror.
fact now
You're used to
that if I want to
seeing
fix
yourself.
this side, I have to do it with this hand.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite impressive.
I've got that cognitive capability.
Okay. Yes, we'll get on to the cognitive stuff. Jazzy, how's it going? Yeah? Would you like to explain this mia to me for 2 weeks of mia?
Jasmine doesn't like her daddy now for some reason. Do you?
I think I know why it is.
Why?
It's because she kicked me in the head in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I
pushed her away.
I pushed her away because she was kicking me in the head. Yes, that's it. Throw the cookies on the floor.
Pick it up? Can you find it? Get it. Good job.
So since that point, she hasn't been.
Yeah, she's been pretty pissed off at you.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, my head should be used as a football. So there we go. Look at this. Look at that. How cool is that?
Thank you.
We're gonna eat. I don't care anymore.
I just got fed.
Oh, they're soft. I was expecting them to be hard. I was expecting the cookies to be like rocks. Yeah.
You're not used to my cookies not being hard.
No. I was like, oh my god, it's soft. Wow.
Shocking, isn't it?
That's an improvement. I don't care anymore because we can say whatever we want on the podcast now because there's only going to be about 9 more of them. It's less than 9. Less than 9 more of them. And then it's all going to be redone and rethought. So it doesn't really matter what we say.
Yeah, let's just see.
Might as well just say anything that we want. Because really good. Yeah? Good job, Jazzy.
Now she's happy.
Instant happiness. She just kicked me in the nuts.
Knuckles. So Knuckles and Knuckles.
Knuckles.
She made a trap. She designed a trap today for bad
Knuckles.
guys and for monsters at night. And she was explaining it to Will, and she said, well, first they'll go here, and they'll get knocked in the knuckles.
Yeah. Painful when you get knocked in the knuckles.
Well.
Anyway. Do we have a lot of monsters that we need to catch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh!
Would you guys, could you not make a mess?
You're going to pick it up? Can I pick it up?
What is it with girls and cookies? What is it? Boys eat cookies and girls just throw them around.
Girls bake them. Jasmine baked those.
Well, hold on. Well, they're not.
Maybe that's why they're not hard.
Right. Cognitive bias. Let's go through a few of these. And see if we can't turn around the worst podcast we've ever done.
Oh my god.
Right.
It is the worst podcast ever.
Okay. There's a lack of energy today.
There's a lack of everything today.
Not a lack of cookies. But there's a lack of energy. There's something
in the air tonight.
What's that from?
That's good for everyone.
Oh, it's bugging me. Which musical is that from?
That's from the Muppets. It's only one more sleep till Christmas.
Really? It's all falling apart.
After all, it's only one more sleep till Christmas.
Do you know what was funny? It was funny when Milan came out to visit us the other day. You turned to him and said, "Come in and know me better, man."
And he didn't get it.
It's like, what? What is she talking about? He's like looking at me like I'm like, forget it. I just not even gonna try to explain that it's a reference to Charles Dickens. Right? But I thought it was really nice. I thought you said it was really nice, but it just
It was really nice as well.
whoosh straight over his head.
Yeah, I didn't think that he would.
If he talked about, you know, guns or mountains, right? He'd like know exactly what you're talking about. But references to Charles Dickens just don't quite hit home with some people.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm just going to greet everybody like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, come in and know me better, man. Absent-minded. There we go.
I'm a large absent-minded spirit.
Did I already say that? Oh. Did you? Oh, well, we had to watch that without you, didn't we?
I like
You went to bed. We watched the Muppets Christmas Carol without you. That's terrible.
I like
You
that.
broke the Christmas traditions. Would you stop throwing the
sorry,
cookies
I
on the
was
floor?
ill and I went to sleep. I'm sorry. You could have chosen a better evening for the Christmas tradition.
Well, I did ask you. Look, I'm catching the pieces. I'm doing a podcast and catching all the pieces that you're dropping here.
I'm not dropping anything. It's not me who is consuming that thing.
Take this off.
Okay, but I need to take you off as well.
Good. Well, maybe we could just eat. Maybe we just have an eating podcast.
That is actually, I think that would work.
Could you do something about her?
I am doing something about her. I'm taking
over
things
here.
off for Cookie. Okay, darling, go and take it and go and sit down. Okay? Good girl. Careful about the corner there.
We'll just eat
We could just eat.
and get fat.
Different kinds of food.
And eat it.
And you know how there are cooking podcasts? We would have an eating podcast.
An eating podcast.
Cook it, but we would eat it and we'd be like, exactly.
You could do that with beer and just get
I can taste
stupid.
a slight hint of cinnamon mixed with.
Oh, let me try. I like the
I like the earthy
the
texture.
symmetry of the nutty design on the front. It's very Celtic in their approach. And let's see, the aroma is that's faint biscuit, yes, and faint biscuit and
A hint of forest fruit, maybe a bit of elderberry there.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. By Jove. Yes.
I'm not going to put that in my mouth after you snorted it off.
Perhaps if I stick this nut up my nose, I'll get a different sensation.
Yeah, so it's got this earthy, crumbly texture.
Let me put it to my ear for a second. No rattles. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, the cinnamon is like it's like a Ceylon cinnamon. I think it comes from. You can smell the sun. You can smell the sun that shone on the cinnamon while it was ripening on the hills of Ceylon. Cinnamon doesn't ripen.
What's that?
It's just
Kind of weird. Kind of. Is that place in Star Trek?
Yeah.
Or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star something.
Star Wars.
Battlestar. What do you? Oh no! What's that? What's that on the back? Look, some strange markings on the back. It's not mold. I know it looks like mold on the picture, but it's not. It's fresh today. That's flour, isn't it? It's flour on the back there. Okay. Look.
Look, Will made that one. Look,
oh wow!
It's a Christmas skull.
Look, it looks just like Will.
It's a Christmas skull.
It's a self-portrait.
Can I eat it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Show it to Dora.
There we go.
Zora's scared of skulls.
So much Scooby-Doo. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
No.
You like the propeller pattern on it, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I think the next time we're making cookies, I'm
Yeah.
going to make another one just like
So how do you make them?
You bake them.
No.
Yeah. You take ingredients and you
After
put them
explain bake-
together.
What?
You take the ingredients and you put them together, and then you roll it out, and then you have Jasmine cut out the shapes, and
Oh,
then you
no.
have
Is that why they're funny shapes?
yeah,
Okay.
and then you have Zora decorating them with the nuts and the raisins, and then you stick them in the oven.
Oh, and I decorated mine.
And we'll decorate it his after he cut it his.
Oh, it's really nice.
I know.
It's a shame there won't be any of them left for anyone else.
The point was, I wanted to give them away to people.
Have you made?
Christmas presents.
Have you?
Well, I did not make that,
A
darling.
giant mess.
I
of
did not
crumbs.
make that. That's your side. That's your mess. What? It is.
I'm making a line down the middle or what? See,
Yeah.
I can't even make a straight line. I'm like, let's make a straight line.
You drunk on biscuits?
There's no alcohol in it.
No. We don't put alcohol in biscuits. Alcohol is bad for you.
Yeah, I know, but
It makes your
You could
liver
do-
disintegrate.
I always wonder why people put rum inside chocolate. That was a horrible thing to do.
Oh,
Is that good? Is that a good noise or a bad noise? I'm not
that's a
exactly.
good noise. I just remembered.
It sounded like you had to get rid of something.
My granny used to have these
Noises.
chocolate boxes, right?
What?
She used to buy these boxes of chocolate, and every time we came to visit, she would give us a chocolate from the box of chocolate. But those chocolates were in shape of balls, and inside they had a liqueur, and they had different. There was
So
like
your
like
grandmother
an
would get-
eggnog.
would-
There was an eggnog one, and then there was like a chocolate liqueur, and then there was like a toffee liqueur. It was all, genuine alcoholic chocolates with alcohol in them, but they were so good. Oh my god.
It's because you got.
I
So she
love
got you
them.
drunk.
Yeah,
I had an aunt.
absolutely.
My
I
aunt.
used to
I had
get
an
drunk
aunt.
when
My
I was a
aunt
kid.
Jenny, who had a biscuit tin, and every time we went to visit her, she would. You'd be like looking at the biscuit tin the whole time, right? You'd be sitting there
Yeah.
looking at it, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're looking at the biscuit tin." We're like, yeah. And she'd open it. She'd open it up, and there'd be like every type of chocolate biscuit you could ever dream of was inside. And
And you had to choose just one.
yeah, it was paradise and hell at the same time. But it was the chocolate biscuit tin, with the chocolate biscuits in it. I guess.
My granny had that kind of thing. She had a big tin as well, but she had her homemade biscuits in it, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, and she opened it, and she made these just like that, little gingerbreads. They used to be like two rectangles, and she'd glue them together with jam
Mhm.
and dip them in chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't glue more things together with jam.
I know. And she would have those in there, and she'd have all different kinds of things.
Will, is it absolutely essential? We're doing a podcast. You're very sparkly today, by the way.
I'm just going to tell you that
When I was a kid.
When I was
I
a,
went to Mom's Baptist house, I think.
Mhm.
I had it one of
Will, you did the podcast. People are not going to hear you because
Yeah,
you're
Will
too
was
far
telling
away.
us a story that once he was with me in my babka's house, in my granny's house, and he knows which tin I'm talking about because she took it out for him too, and he had something out of it.
The biscuit tin. That's a British thing.
Mm.
You don't get in other countries usually.
Hey, that's quite a thing,
A
though.
biscuit tin.
Yeah, that's I think
In
my
a flowery decorated
yeah, I
tin
think
that's
my mom,
just for chocolate
I think
biscuits.
my granny had a box, not a tin. I'm not sure now, actually.
Be a great name for a podcast. The biscuit tin.
Right. Anyway,
that's
isn't that awesome?
take that idea and just throw that one away.
Isn't that awesome
Okay.
that Will, as a kid, has the same experience that I had when I was a kid?
Well, hopefully he's having a better experience.
Being at the same old woman, getting the same kind of biscuits from the same kind of tin.
I don't know. I don't.
I
You know, is
mean,
that good? Well, why would that be good?
yes, it is good.
I'm just putting all the
Because it
crumbs onto
kinda-
your side of the table.
It connects the generations through the same experiences before they even can connect through the same. Do you know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what that statement means at all.
It's a special kind of
It's
connection.
an experience that
think
connects you
it-
to experiences.
I
What?
think it creates a special kind of connection. And the fact that he knows the same granny that I know, or that I've known, and we both had the same or similar kind
Well,
of
it's your
experience.
grandmother and his great grandmother, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I mean, and yes, she was, by the way. She's not anymore.
She's dead.
Yes. You don't remember? Never mind.
Was I there?
No, but I've told you. No. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did someone? Was this recently?
I don't know. But I think it was in the summer.
Yeah.
Don't remember. Nothing. Okay.
I mean, in the summer, like when we were here. It would have to be because it would have to be before the summer, because we only moved here. We moved here
honestly,
before the summer.
I can't honestly remember when exactly it was, because it was a long time ago. Summer or the spring.
1842, perhaps.
Sometime this year.
No, you're wondering why I don't remember. You
don't
obviously
have to
know everything
remember.
about the
Listen,
subject, and you
I
don't
don't
even know
remember the
anything.
exact date when it happened,
I'm not
okay? But
asking
you
you for
don't
a
even
date.
remember that it happened. I mean, that's
Well, I wasn't there.
okay.
I was obviously busy doing something else at the time, which was important. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry for your loss, his loss, everybody's loss. How did she die? She died of age. I guess most people die of age.
Yeah.
Well, as a result of not having age.
Peacefully in her bed, and she was quite happy to go, as they say,
Yeah?
because she was having problems for quite a while.
It's a nice way to go.
Yes.
Better than crashing your bike into a dustbin truck.
Or plane or something.
Crashing your bike into a plane.
That's possible.
I can't even imagine how that would at all be possible, right? I can't.
Well,
We are cruising at 24,000 feet today, and which is far too high, but but never mind. Please be on the outside of the right window. You can see.
the remnant of the bicycle.
You can see three. Oh look, 3 mountain bikes. Yes.
No, but you could still ride your bike on a runway.
Yeah, if you're suicidal. Right. Or you'd have to be suicidal or Bruce Willis. One of the two. To do that. Yes. You know what the funniest thing in the world is? Adults riding kids' bicycles.
Reminds me of someone.
It was him. It was his fault. Over there. It was his fault. It was his fault.
He was riding.
His
son's 7-year-old son's bicycle.
He wanted me to ride it.
Right.
He wanted me to ride it.
What was 7 then? Probably, yeah. He's freshly 7. He is riding his bicycle, going over a ramp, okay, and then Will was racing him, running next to him.
Well, no, he didn't. He just came in. He T-boned me.
And he crashed into you.
Well, he jumped into me while I was in the air.
And you fell.
On my face. I landed on my face.
What were you even doing riding his bike? And then you went off. Then you went off at Will. They almost killed you.
He did. I'm surprised that I'm still alive today. So is everybody else. But there you go.
Oh, God.
When
You're the one who's supposed to be intelligent.
Okay, okay. This is the equivalent would be like you with the Thai boxing with Will, right? You put on the gloves, you'd be like, okay, Will, we're going to play fight. And he just goes smack and whacks you in the middle of the face when you least expect it, right? I mean, that's it. I mean, he's like, he's like, oh, Dad, can you go over the jump? So like, I run and go over the jump, and while I'm in the air, he decides to jump into me for some reason.
No, you can't compare those two situations because he knows
And
perfectly.
then I saw the bike and me were going to land on him. So I had to do something so that I didn't kill him. So it was just like, okay, I have to sacrifice myself so that he doesn't get hurt. So it's just faceplant on the hardcore gravel surface of the tennis court.
Anyway, so much for adults riding kids' bicycles.
Well, I told you the funniest thing in the world is adults riding kids' bicycles. It's like a, I don't know. It's just wrong. The sizes don't fit, obviously, so it just looks weird. Yeah.
Why are we even talking about that? Why did that picture even pop up in your head in the first place?
What picture?
Of adults riding kids' bicycles. Why did you introduce this topic?
I don't know.
Is there something?
No,
because
you said bicycles could crash into planes and
Yes.
people could die.
Yeah.
which is the most ridiculous thing that anyone has ever said. I mean, if you go to like official statistics, number of people killed by planes while cycling on bicycles is going to be zero.
I
No,
assure you that it must have happened.
what do
Google
you mean
it.
it must have happened?
Google it.
No, nobody
I'm
ever.
pretty sure that someone got
No.
killed by a plane while riding his bicycle.
That's, the bicycles, that would be like somebody got killed by a boat while riding their bicycle. I mean, it just doesn't happen, right?
Google it.
What? Plane kills person on bike.
Yes.
You want me to Google plane kills person on
Yes.
bike?
Or cyclist killed by a plane.
Cyclist killed by plane.
Or bicycle crashing
Our
into a
world
plane.
is so completely insane that you believe that there will be an article about cyclist killed by plane. Cyclist killed by, you okay there?
I'm reading it.
Plane. Cyclist. Furious mob label Portugal plane crash trainee pilot a killer during angry confrontation after girl 8 and man 56 are killed in emergency beach landing. No, it's emergency beach landing.
Okay.
Malaysia Airlines plane crash, cyclist due to fly on the plane doesn't get on the plane. Okay. None. There's not one. There's no one example in human history of anyone who was killed.
Well, it's
Can you?
about
That's
time
a first.
to
That's a
make
first.
history.
That's a first. That's a first, right?
Good. Well, I'll write a fiction book about
I
it.
mean, you think that everything has been done by now, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, everything has not been done. This is a clear. This is obviously a clear sign that
Or a cyclist
there's-
eaten by a shark during his race or something.
cyclist shark. Yeah, but if you made a false headline like "cyclist eaten by shark," people would share it, thinking it's
Do you think
real.
this is how the Onion got set up?
Oh no, the Onion serves a specific political purpose. The Onion is there to make stupid people believe that they're intelligent by getting them to laugh at real stories and putting out fake stories that are similar to real stories in order to rubbish the real stories.
I've noticed that.
It's a whole.
Yeah.
That
I've noticed that there's a huge propaganda behind it, but
there is. They take something which is very similar to something which has actually happened, and especially politically, and then they use that as a way to get people to rubbish the story as if the story never happened at all. It's a very subtle technique, but works very well, as most people are in fact too stupid to go and research everything for themselves. No, there are no cyclists that have been eaten by sharks. There are no cyclists that have been run over by boats. or killed by planes. There we go.
That's a shame.
So
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
more death, less sense. More death, less sense. More death, less sense. Yep, that's it.
It was the wrong way around. More senseless death.
More sense, less death.
No.
I don't know. It's hard to say. As they say.
Anyway, we definitely don't want anybody to die.
Laughing. Now is not the time to clean up the crumbs. You're supposed to be doing a podcast. What are you going to do with them? You've scraped them into your hand, and now you're just gonna be like, throw something. Get off! Don't put them down my shirt.
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's this podcast that's so effed up. Nothing can make it more effed up. It's like I could just as well, I don't know. I could just as well set my hair on fire. And it wouldn't make it worse.
Your hair? No, I agree.
Or the podcast.
So why did you guys stop doing the podcast? Well,
the only
you've just covered the area in dirt. It's not enough you have crumbs everywhere. You're pulling stuff out of the plant pot. What are you doing?
Well, the only thing that can make this podcast better is a pig.
Now, could you put? I don't know why we've got a pig stuck in that plant pot, but could you please put it back? It's not.
Go back, pig.
It's got some kind of disease. Look, it's covered in something.
It's covered in mud. Pigs
Yeah, and so is the floor now as well. I don't know.
Now,
Well,
that saved it.
finally a bit of energy there. She came to life towards the end.
Yeah. So these cognitive things.
I don't think the cognitive stuff's going to happen today.
No, I
We
think
didn't
it would
even
be
get
a
through.
waste of
We didn't get through
moments.
the 40 principles. It took us a week to get through about 10 of the 40 principles that we did. You can't
It was
even remember.
40. Oh my god.
There were 40 principles.
can-
It
how
took
can
us
someone-
3 days to get past one because we got stuck on the first one.
How can someone it's like 40 principles that I'm going to live by in the year of 2018? How can you even freaking remember it? And how can you live by them if you don't remember them, right?
No, it was 40. It was written 40 principles at the age of 40. 40 things I've learned.
Oh,
It wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't to live by.
I thought it
Specifically
was to
next-
live by.
Mm.
Is that not how it was formulated?
Maybe that was in the title. I'm not sure.
No, I don't
Anyway,
remember.
I've been sending that to my students as content for discussion. I think it's a very good article.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone should read Mike Cernovich his article 40 Principles on the media site Medium. There you go. People.
Everyone. I just wanted to give it a bit of a,
Zombie mode. What was?
I just wanted to give it a bit of a, push. Everyone should read it. Like that.
But no wonder that little girl was running away from you around the flat when you were teaching her French. It scared the shit out of me.
I know.
Huh?
That's why I'm thinking, I don't think I can teach kids. I don't know.
You know what? You know how to answer that issue. Now we were talking about this before the podcast actually started, the video podcast. Maybe if you pick up the audio podcast, you'll be able to catch part of the conversation. We'll see if we keep it in or edit it out. Don't know yet. But this offer that you got, here's how to respond to it. Yeah. Don't say yes. Don't say no. Say that it's a very interesting offer, and that you'd like to think it over.
That's what I did.
For a while, and
That's exactly what I said.
see what they offer you from from the other side. Yeah, see what they come to you with.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point killing yourself over something that you don't really want. There's
Mm-hmm.
no point. And there's also no shame in politely rejecting an offer because things are going in a different direction for you. Or perhaps, I don't know, perhaps you just don't want to do it. I don't know. I mean, this don't make any rush decision on it, but at the same time, don't feel obliged to do something that you don't feel comfortable with, because that's going to be, that's just, it's not going to happen then. It's not going to work.
I know, I understand. That's my point. My point is I don't feel comfortable in that position, and I'm worried that if I go with it just to see how things work, then I'm gonna have a problem saying, okay, this is not working out, I'm quitting, or or maybe they're going to think that it's not working out, and they will feel bad about telling me that because we have a different kind of relationship going on the side as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to.
You don't want to.
You don't want to cross over the barriers too much.
Yeah. But I'm not saying no yet. I'm still thinking it over because
it's an offer.
Because it's an offer and it's an opportunity and it's a
Well, there's nothing wrong with offering to help out for a couple of hours one day a week, right? There's nothing wrong with going to the Center for Kids and, just being there and hanging out for a couple of hours and meeting people and talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say that, look, I'm not going to work for you, but perhaps I can just hang out for a couple of hours during the week, and I can speak English, and it's going to be I'm not going to be teaching. Don't put me under any stress. Don't put me under any pressure. But just come and check it out.
Because she said that she wants to lead it herself, and she suggested that she just needs some kind of like a help or a backup or just a partner, basically, in doing it. So I could do that.
Your contacts are
volunteer.
Contacts are as valuable as currency.
Yeah. I know.
So
I know.
when someone offers you an opportunity to develop contacts, and it's not going to interfere with your life too much.
It's not irrelevant contacts. Right?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
It's a place where people come together with similar views on education.
Yeah, okay, I would.
In general, so.
I would look at forming a relationship on a non-formal basis, and I would make it very clear that that you'd like to observe, and that you don't want any obligation. And when you want to make it clear that you don't want any obligation to exist,
or a responsibility, really.
You don't want it. Well, that comes after obligation, but you don't want any obligation to exist. You have to make that clear, because if they start depending upon you for something, then you're going to be uncomfortable and the relationship breaks down. Yeah. So you define those terms at the beginning, and if at any point in time it begins to cross over, you step away and say, "Oh, thanks very much. I've enjoyed it, and I just have too much on my plate right now. There's not enough time to do everything." And in my experience, most people understand that explanation, whereas other things people don't get it because they take it personally.
It's a good idea. I will consider it. Okay. Yeah. It's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Good idea.
So yeah, I mean, I volunteered in the nursery for 6 months when ages and ages and ages ago I was doing lots of different work for organizations, and somebody said, "Oh, you should try some nursery work," and I was like, "Well, I don't know if I'm good at it, or I don't know if I'm going to be scary for the kids or be able to develop a relationship with them. So let me just once a week, meet the people and hang out there and see what happens. And
how was it?
It was okay. Nothing amazing or special developed out of it. I was there. Some of the kids, played with some of the kids, read to some of the kids. What did I learn? Not much. What did I learn? I learned that one thing that I learned was that kids love order. They are attracted to anything which is neat. And I learned that if things were in a mess, children wouldn't go anywhere near it. But if things were tidy and organized, they'd always be attracted to it. And I learned that working in a nursery.
Why don't they naturally try to tidy and organize their shit after they're finished with it then?
I don't know. Why didn't you tidy and organize your shit when you're finished with it, right? I think that when they're young and the brain is just developing, they don't understand consequences. They're brought up with everything being done for them, which it has to be because they can't do stuff for themselves. They're brought up with everything done for them, and at some point, it has to switch. Now, this is better when it's done gradually, but you've got to switch them out of the everything being done for them phase. And learning to tidy up is part of that, because if they stay in the things being done for them phase, right? I mean, it's just like they end up like pigs in shit, right? Because they don't tidy up anything, and they end up with a mess, and they can't find anything, and that there's no organization. And if there's no organization, there's no value. The things that are there, because if you value it, you look after it, and you take care of it, and you maintain it. And if you don't value it, then you just let it go to waste and destroy it. And you see the things that the kids do care about, like the teddy bears and other such stuffed animals. The kids tend to feed them and look after them and do things, but other things they have a different value system for. So I think they're so used to other people putting the clothes on them and preparing the food for them that they need to be transitioned out of that step by step. And
sleeping.
Looks like someone's fallen asleep over there. Yeah.
There's nowhere in my
Right. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. But that was those are my observations. I didn't learn that much else, except there's a lot of weird people who want to work with kids, and I don't mean that in a weird way. I'm just saying it was a bit weird, right? That doesn't make any sense to anyone except me, but that's okay. That there's a lot of money in that industry.
Yes.
And there's a hell of a lot of responsibility which is not really understood with regards to children. From the side of the people who are supposed to take care of the children, and from the side of the parents as well. So I haven't drunk mine. Mine's over here.
I haven't even touched it.
I have touched it because I spilled it on the floor. Right. So that's what I learned basically. And I don't know. It was a period of time in my life where I wasn't really thinking about
anything.
About children and how to work with children and stuff. I wasn't really. So it was an enlightening experience. Yeah.
Good.
So I think I spent half the time trying to chat up the young girls who were working there.
Of course.
At that point in time in my life, I was
Trying
like,
to impress them.
Yes, my priorities
Your
were
fatherly skills.
Yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, my priorities were not in the right place at that point in time. But
they probably thought there was something wrong with you. You just voluntarily go and work in a nursery as a volunteer. I mean, you know, it's quite unusual, right?
Yeah, well, it was a suggestion of a friend who thought that different experiences would be good for me at that point in time, and they were right. It definitely had a positive effect on me. Not like it didn't change me, but it was like, well, that was kind of new and different. It's not like I want to go back and work there, but
I just know how people look at
different world.
I know how people look at people who voluntarily spend time with children, okay? Because I had a similar experience. We had a teacher at the, we weren't really children anymore back then. I mean, it was at high school, right? So we were like 15 to 18, 14 to 18. And we had a teacher who was really cool. And he writes poetry, and he's the kind of artsy kind of type, right? And he was an English teacher, I think. And he had a drama group where we did some theater as well. And he was really friendly, right? But not weird friendly, awkward friendly, or gropey friendly, or whatever, right? It's just genuine, normal kind of friendliness. And he was interested in young people, you know. He wanted to listen, and he wanted to know what the experiences of young people are. He was just a teacher, right? He was good at listening, and he would hang out with his students sometimes outside of school, right? Not doing anything that should not be done, right? But just keeping them out of trouble, basically, right? Suggesting activities and so on.
Old school.
And all parents were freaking out about it, right? I mean, my parents were freaking out. My father was like, what's that pedo doing with those kids outside school talking to them, right? And like, Dad, it's a normal person who's actually listening to us, right? Who takes kids seriously.
Yes, you should only communicate with children in professional environments.
And he thought that the guy was grooming us to God knows what, right? But that was honestly not the case, and I can, you know, tell because I was there.
Yeah, it's horrible, the unfair prejudice that exists very often. Yeah. Right. Anyway, I need another cookie, so we're going to have to finish. Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. As I said, we're counting down. There's only we're only going to do this to the end of the year, so which means I don't know where we are today. Where are we? The 13th of December. So that gives us maybe 6 or 7 more. So if anyone out there's got any questions they want to leave for us, then feel free
the quality of the quality of the podcast is not going to go down, although it might have seemed like that today. We have been slightly distracted today by weird things going on and happening. But yes, we're still here.
Be quiet so I can finish. Right. Thank you very much. More information can be found online, the Academy of Language Therapy and Life Coaching on YouTube, now with 250,000 views on the educational videos. Also check us out on Facebook as well. Leave any comments here if you want, wherever you find it. And this is a 21st Century Mom, and read her blog posts and do all the cool stuff, right? Good. Done.
Bye.
Have a great day, guys, and we'll speak to you again.
Make some cookies, eat them. Send us a video of you eating them.
Yes, send us pictures of your Christmas trees. That would be cool.